You compared Donald Trump to a third world dictator yesterday in an interview with the New York Times. How so?
Well, I don't know about a dictator. I said a third world strongman. He's running for president, so no matter what, he won't be a dictator unless our republic completely crumbles.
We will never give up. We will never concede.
Here's what happens in many countries around the world. You have a leader that emerges and basically says, don't put your faith in yourselves, don't put your faith in society, put your faith in me. I'm a strong leader, and I'm going to make things better all by myself.
In 2016, I declared, I am your voice. Today I add, I am your warrior, I am your justice. And for those who have been wronged and betrayed, I am your retribution. I am your retribution.
It's very typical. You see it in the third world. You see it a lot in Latin America for decades. It's basically the argument he's making that he single-handedly is going to turn the country around. We've never been that kind of country. We have a president. The president is an American citizen who serves for a period of time, constrained by the constitutions and the powers vested in that office. The president works for the people, not the people for the president.
You got to get out and vote. In 4 years, you don't have to vote again. We'll have it fixed so good you're not going to have to vote.
And if you listen to the way he describes himself and what he's going to do, he's going to single-handedly do this and do that without regard for whether it's legal or not.
This next order relates to the definition of birthright citizenship under the 14th Amendment of the United States.
That's a good one. Birthright. That's a big one.
Look, I think people are going to have to make up their mind. I can tell you this, no matter what happens in this election, for years to come, there are many people on the right, in the media, and voters at large that are going to be having to explain and justify how they fell into this trap of supporting Donald Trump, because this is not going to end well one way or the other.
We're the richest country in the world. We were at our richest from 1870 to 1913.
Do you know what happened from 1870 to 1913? It was the Gilded Age. We weren't the richest country. A few white men were really rich while the rest of the country was suffering. Kind of like how it is now. That's when Trump thinks America was great. If you look closely, that's what DOGE is all about. Not fighting corruption, but helping the wealthy get wealthier. How do we know? Well, they're identifying cuts in the first place to make way for another round of giant tax cuts for the rich and corporations that'll add trillions to the deficit. 50% of the cost of extending Trump's 2017 tax law would help the top 5%. But we can also look at Musk's first targets, like the Consumer Financial Protection Bureau, which writes rules to help customers and has saved Americans nearly $20 billion since 2011. Wealthy business owners don't like that it makes it harder for them to rip us off. DOGE also targeted the Environmental Protection Agency, which helps protect human health and the environment. But big companies have been railing against it for decades because it enforces regulations that hold them back from making more money. So what hasn't DOGE targeted yet? The Department of Defense, which accounts for half of all discretionary spending in the US, more than the next 9 countries combined. It's also where Musk has had $22 billion in SpaceX contracts, which haven't been cut. And while DOGE says they're looking to cut 8% of the DoD's budget, which would be around $73 billion, the GOP's budget proposal includes a $150 billion increase in defense spending. Republicans are acting like DOGE is about weeding out corruption. But if that were true, why would the first agencies they target be the ones that monitor corruption and hold businesses accountable?
Did you know that it only took that one German guy with the mustache 60 days after being voted into power to become a full dictator?
Actually, it was technically only 53 days, and he did do it all constitutionally somehow. And I'm going to try doing this again with less news articles behind me, because the last time I uploaded this, it got removed off of the FYP, so you know what's going on. First of all, absolutely love that creator. Go watch their video, super important. But yes, even Jewish people voted for that man because they didn't truly believe he was going to do everything that he ended up doing. Does that sound familiar? Let's talk about it. So yes, in only 53 days, in a party that won only by 51%, they were hardly the majority. They completely dismantled democracy, and they did it all using the Constitution. It was all technically constitutional. So listen up and listen well, because I bet you're going to hear a lot of parallels right now. The moment that man got put into power, he wanted to make sure that no one else could do to him what he just did to everyone else. So even though they only won by 51%, they started growing rapidly and stacking the inside by electing a lot of people to lean in their favor. They wanted to make sure they had total authority over their executive level branch so they could essentially pass whatever they wanted to with little pushback. Does that sound at all familiar? But maybe even more similar to things that we've seen before, that man ran by making the public very wary towards facts and the news. He kind of pioneered the fake news idea. That way he could more easily say one thing and do another. But then when the news would report on it, people just wouldn't believe it. Or he would say and do something horrific, and then his followers would be like, no, he didn't mean it. Again, does it sound familiar? Does it sound like something we saw recently? He also had a department that was dedicated to media and trying to gain more control of all the sources of media. Again, does this sound familiar at all? And a lot of the ways they did this was by fear-mongering certain groups of people. That's right. This was a thing back then. And I think we all know the other group of people, right? And they started by calling that schmash schmeportations. That's right, that's how all of that started. And this is why paying attention in history class is so important. And that's all I'm gonna say right now because I desperately need this video to make it out to all of you this time.
It's time for the Trucker John Livestream. Gonna be a good time. Oh yeah, the Trucker John Livestream. Come along for a good time. It's a good time, good time, good time, good time. Trucker John Livestream. It's gonna be a good time. Gonna be the time of your life. Gonna talk some shit, hush your mouth. Gonna talk a little smack. Gonna talk whatever comes of it. You're gonna always wanna come back. Well yeah, it's the Trucker John Livestream. He's the biggest, baddest, funniest mother you've ever seen. Watch your mouth, he's headed south. Not even sure what that means, but if it's one thing I know, the Trucker John Livestream is the best thing you've ever seen.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, the moment you've been waiting for. Trucker John.
All right. Hello. Testing 1, 2, 3. Test. Let me know if you can hear me with a big old thumbs up there. As we see Hal's looking down over my shoulder right there. Look at, there he is. Oh yeah, welcome to the House Sparks pre-show hangout, where we get loosened up, get ready to go to the show. As far as I know, Hal's going to be on it. Top of the hour, 4 p.m. Pacific time. Right now here it's 3:15 Pacific time in the good old Pacific time zone in beautiful Las Vegas. It's about 69 degrees. It's 69 degrees and a beautiful day. I see in, I got some thumbs ups. Thank you guys for the thumbs up. I see Soulcraft was here, it looks like, first in the chat, but drumming. Anyhow, so that's Soulcraft. Chris Doug here says Hal's image has 80s Norwegian death metal written all over it. Yeah, that image, if you guys saw that, I posted on YouTube. They have a thing on there now where you can do AI right from YouTube. You can do little short. I did a 6-second video. I've posted a couple of those. I don't know if you guys saw those. One was with the girl drinking the coffee in a truck, wondering where Trucker John is. I made that. That was AI. And then I did another one. It's like an old fat trucker. That would be me. And then a guy who has long hair, is younger guy. That would be Hal. That's all AI, and you can't. So I was trying to do a thing where, like, hey, if we were at a truck stop, shooting the shit or something. And so I made that, and then I made the picture that I used for the thumbnail today. And you can't say, make a picture of me and Hal Sparks, because I tried that. Don't think I didn't try it, and it comes back. We are unable to make, what is it? I don't know if they say pictures or video, whatever they say, whatever term they say. We're unable to do this using real people. So I can't say, hey, make a thing with Trump or make a thing with Musk. You have to go, you have to get descriptive. You have to make a description. And so for mine, I put down, a man in his 60s, heavy set, wearing a baseball cap, standing, talking to a younger guy, a younger man with long hair, long dark hair, at a truck stop. That's I think it's something like that. And it comes up. You keep hitting the button until you get one that you like, because it'll keep making these pictures. It'll send them out in groups of 3 or 4. So it's like, no, I don't like that one. No. Finally, I got one. The one that I have, that one is probably the closest one that looks like Hal, and the one that looks like me, it kind of looks like me, I think. So anyhow, that was just me toying around with the AI that's available here on YouTube. You're all on YouTube. Just hit the plus button to create, and there's a little thing. There's a little icon for the AI thing. Just go in and start playing with it. I'm sure Fancy's going to do it, because Fancy does that kind of stuff. Speaking of Fancy, Fancy is here. Fancy's house says he's coming on 3. Not as far as I know. As far as I know, Hal's not coming on. If he does, let me know. It's 3:19, so if he's on, let me know. Who else we got here? Brooklyn. Brooklyn's here. Hey, Brooklyn, good to see you in the lounge. Paul Burrows is here. Alvin Stu, Tiki Tony, not even first. Hi, people. Hi, Tiki Tony. Good to see you. Thanks for joining us here in the lounge. Tom Bias is here. Got that truck running and going. Hey, TJ says, hey, y'all. Roxanne Arfield. Hey, Roxanne. Good to see you. Good afternoon. Thanks for joining us here in the lounge as we just get loosened up and ready to go. As far as I know, Hal's not on yet, and I thought he's gonna come on at 4 p.m. Pacific time. That's what I know. Tamara Price is here. Hey, Tamara, good to see you. Tamara says Rubio looks so uncomfortable in his new job. Yeah, well, as much as I don't like Marco Rubio and I don't like Republicans in general, I'm kind of glad he's there. He's probably the most reasonable, kind of normal person in the whole Trump administration. You know what I mean? Aaron West is here. Hey, Aaron, thank you so much for coming out and helping me out and modding and all that good stuff, supporting the show. I appreciate you for being here. Tom Bias says they're expecting generals to be fired this weekend. I did see a little thing on that. They're going to start doing that, cleaning house, getting in the, I guess, the Mike Flynn's of the world, the real patriots, right? God help us all, man. That's all I got to say at this point. Search for You is here. What batshit crazy day? Tell us about it. What's going on with you, Search for You? What's going on? Barefoot Bear's here. Hi, everyone. Hello, Barefoot Bear. Good to see you. Thanks for joining us as we get ready for the old House Sparks show coming up at, I believe, top of the hour. Chris Doug says it's really cold in New Jersey. Alvin says it's 16 degrees in southern Illinois. That's pretty chilly. That's getting down there. Tom Bias says that AI picture of you and Hal is a hoot. Was a hoot. He's a hoot. Was a hoot. Brandon Woods is here. Good evening, Trucker John. Hey, Brandon Woods. Good to see you. I haven't seen you in a while. Thanks for coming on in. Chris Doug, 49 Super Chat. Chris Doug, you get a yippee. Thank you, Chris. I do appreciate you. Thanks for supporting the show. Our goal has been achieved. Thanks, Chris. I appreciate it, man. Carol Alana says, hey, Trucker John, you finally made it to outer space. Can I join? Always wanted to go into space. Yeah, look at there. I'm on Hal's spaceship, I think. That's where we're at there. Yeah, yippee. I got the yippies going there we're the yippee hippie dippy weatherman. Remember that, George Carlin? Wasn't that? Remember George Carlin when he had like short hair and he used to wear a suit and tie? I believe he did. And he's like, and he do the hippy dippy weatherman. Something like that. Anyhow, Carol Alana's here. Carol says, freezing ass single digits here last few days. Ice built up and did the splits and fell sideways on ice going outside to take care of I guess a cat. No broken, but left clavicle something strained. Oh my gosh, Carol, please, please, please be careful. I hope you get better soon. I hope you're on the mend. That sounds really awful that you took that fall. So yeah, be careful. Be careful, man. I know even for me, I mean, the last when I was truck driving still, so it's been a few years ago. I was getting to the point in my age where I could tell I'm losing just like nimbleness. You're not nimble when you get older. There's no nimbleness with being old. There's something that happens. Because I used to be able to walk across, I don't know, snow and ice, and I didn't really care about it. But these last, I don't know, 10 years or something, or a few years, whatever, going across, like if I was at a truck stop and it was all iced over, I mean, I was like, I'm taking baby steps. I'm like, and I make sure I got my boots. I've got like my non-skid boots because that kind of helps a little bit with the snow and the ice and stuff. But I'm like, I probably look like, remember when Tim Conway he did his old man routine and he was like, that was like me. That's how I am on the snow, man. I mean, it's no fun, getting older. We lose our nimbleness. So be careful, Carol, and I hope you're not hurting too much and that you're on the mend. Yeah, be careful, man. Gotta be careful. Let's see. Tom Price says, I think the same, John, about Rubio. Maybe that's why I think he looks uncomfortable. Yeah, well, yeah, he's uncomfortable for a lot of reasons, probably. Tom Bias says, I saw Carlin in Charleston, West Virginia in '82. Yeah, Carlin's good. Carlin was good. Carolina, Tom Bias, yep, at 72, I definitely had a pucker factor this AM. Marcia says, Carolina, ouch, that's how I acquired a full tear in my right rotator cuff. Do you have surgery or anything? James Williams says, looks a lot like Texas Paul and Howard Stern. That AI picture? You think that looks like Texas Paul? I don't know. And I don't think it looks anything like Howard Stern. I actually think that face that actually looks a lot like Hal. I don't know, man. It's funny how we see different things, right? Church for you, at my age, I don't fall as well as I used to. Right. I used to be able to fall and get right back up, man. I mean, that was my old football coach making us do literally 200 or more pop-ups at a time, in a warm-up session, or maybe even after practice. If you ever done 200 pop-ups and you do that every day for football season after football season after football season, that really does help you learn how to just bounce right up if you fall down, man. But I can't do that anymore, I don't think. I don't even want to try it. I'm afraid I'll just break a hip or something, Carolina says this has been a shifty or a shitty winter for sure. I don't see ice. I didn't see the ice covered with fresh snow. Yeah, you get that fresh snow on the top, and there's ice on the bottom. That's what happens when you ski. You get that fresh powder, but if there was already some ice underneath it, and that fresh powder, you kind of get in there and you hit a patch of ice. Woof. Anyhow, Chris Doug, I fell down many times while working in the winter. My hips are broken glass now. Ugh, boy. Carolina says, Marshall, ouch. I already have tears in both, but I'm okay. Still did mild workout today. Done earlier, 11 hour truck. Tim Conway. Yeah, that's me. That's me walking across a truck stop in the ice. James Williams says, I fall as good as I ever have, but I don't stick the landings like I used to. Yeah. Hey, James Williams, by the way, thanks for being here. There's the Soulcraft doing some surfing or something, I guess. Chris Doug, I fell for kimchi like a blind roofer. Where's Kimchi? Kimchi, where are you? Where are you, girl? I hope Kimchi's feeling better. I know she's been having some issues with the dental implants and stuff. So she's feeling better. Fancy's here. Hey, Fancy. Robert Perez is here. Hey, Robert Perez. Good to see you. Hey, we got 45 watching, 36 thumbs ups. Make sure you guys hit that thumbs up button for me. And that would be great if you could do that as we just hang out, get loosened up. Get loosened up. Get ready for Hal Sparks coming on in about 32 minutes, as far as I know. Now, as far as I know, he's not on yet. And, but I am also on Twitch and Facebook. Let me go and see if these other things are working. I'm just going to go in and check out Twitch and say hi real quick. Trucker John 3. There's Trucker John 3. And we got no one in here. So I'm just going to put a little message in here. There we go. There's that. So we're on Twitch. If anyone likes Twitch better, I don't know. And then we're also on Facebook. Now on Facebook, I believe I am on the Progressive Radio Station list page. And I know that's a mouthful. But I believe it is, yeah. So on the Progressive Radio Station list on Facebook, it's there. It's going. It's running. I'm just trying to figure out, how do you get to the chat here? See, Facebook is so weird to me. There it is. Okay. I'm just going to leave a little message there real quick, in case there's anyone that stumbles upon that. But yeah, so Twitch is working, Facebook is working. Here's YouTube, the old YouTubes. And Fancy going to share, be right back. Tom Bias, the question about Rubio is if he'll stand up to Pab at the right time. That's the big question, and I really don't have much faith in Rubio, but who knows? Roxanne Armfield says, I'm scared to death of falling, so I haven't left the house in 2 weeks. Yeah, man, I know. Maybe, make sure you got a cane or something, or a walking stick. I don't know. When it comes to the walking on anything slippery like that, maybe it's best just to stay in the house if you can, as much as you can. I don't know. No one wants to fall, especially as we get older. Our bones get brittle. Everything's brittle, Don't let anyone try to kid you like, oh, 60 is the new 40. No, 60 is still 60. I'm 64, so don't come at me with this. Don't try to bullshit me and tell me 64 is the new 44, because it ain't. I'd give my fucking left nut to be 44 again, to tell the truth. Because at 44, I could still run. I could still, do a lot of stuff. At 44, I could still throw a baseball. I can't even throw a baseball anymore, or a football. I mean, I can, but it'd be like 10 feet. You just lose shit. You lose not just strength, but you lose, I think, elasticity, because everything gets tight and I guess you can kind of slow things down maybe if you try to do yoga, or you're really good into stretching, or and you have some sort of a really good physical regiment, whatever, you know what I mean. And that slows the process down a little bit, but still, 64 ain't the new 44. Okay, get out of here with that bullshit. I'd give, like I said, my left nut to be 44 again, and then just stay there. Because I don't want to age again. I don't know. Anyhow, thanks for guys for being here. Let me just see. Where did I leave off here? Brooklyn, you go to Twitch, I'll go to Spasm. That's funny. Tom Bias, I've built my time machine, and now I'm going to go back in time. Okay, I'm back. MJ Daniels here. MJ, hey, good to see MJ. RFK's brain worm has more of a spine than Rubio. Fancy, darn it, why didn't you invite me? Not sure what that was about. I guess I skipped something there. Robert Perez, I'm going crazy watching my 1-year-old grandson all day and just got back from picking up the other 3 from school. Now just waiting for their mom so I can escape this nightmare. Poor Robert, overrun with the grandkids there. They can be a handful, I'm sure. Chris Doug says, Tom Bias, let's go back again with the Powerball and Mega Million numbers. That would be great. That'd be great. John Glad, both nuts. I don't know about that. I'd like to have at least one. Hey, Andy USA. Hey, good to see Andy. Thanks for dropping on in. Hello to you. Aaron West, I'm 45 and trying to get in shape. Ugh. It's a battle, man. It's a battle. I could tell you that. But you know, it's worth the effort, though. Perscapacious M is here. Hi there. Hi, Perscapacious M. Good to see you. Thanks for being here. There's Liz from Wisconsin, Elizabeth Fernandez. Hello, Liz. Thanks for dropping in. As we get warmed up, we're going to try to do the best we can to get warmed up. As we've been talking, as we age, and not that I don't know what everybody's ages are, but if you're old like me and older, you know you got to really get warmed up, especially if you're going to go into a House Sparks show, live stream. You don't want to go cold. You will definitely break something or pull something. So we're just trying to get warmed up in here. Look at this. Look at me. I'm very warm now. Andy USA, I'm 73, doing okay. Also a Vietnam vet. Well, thank you for your service, Andy. And I'm glad you're doing okay. Good to hear it. Glad to hear it. Clato Barato Nico. I haven't seen Clato Barato Nico in a long time. Hello, Mr. Number Trucker John. Or hashtag Trucker John. Hello, Clato. Thanks for being here. Thanks for checking on in. Thanks for coming on in as we get warmed up. Fancy says, TJ, are you going to sing us the news like Liberal Dan? No, I only sing little tiny bits of things. I don't know. But I heard that's what Liberal Dan was going to sing the news. I don't want to, that's his thing. I'm not going to steal his thing. Perscapacious him says, my name now rolls off his tongue. There it is. It just rolls right off. Yeah. But I have to sing it, in order to say it. Chris Doug, troll-free evening show. Yeah, where's my trolls at? Come on, man. Did we scare them away? Maybe we scared them away. I don't know. We're just too mean to them. Fancy, exercise helps. Absolutely. Exercise. I'm not saying that you shouldn't exercise. I'm just saying 60 ain't the new 40. I don't give a fuck how much you exercise. Perscapacious M says that shirt could stop traffic. It's like a safety shirt, almost, kind of, sort of. Tom Bias, I'm waiting for the news that shows the numbers. Brooklyn says, sing far, far away. Andy USA, real name is Cleo. Andy is my granddaughter. Oh, that's nice that you chose the name after your granddaughter. Aaron says, John sings Russia Sucks. Yes. One of my big hits here on YouTube. If I do say so myself. Russia sucks. There. That's a little teaser of it. Russia sucks. Bonnie's here. Hey, Bonnie, good to see you. Thanks for jumping on in. Bonnie says, hello from the 11th province. Almost missed it. Well, you got in just in time. We've still got about 23 minutes, I believe. So thanks for hanging out with us. Still plenty of time to get warm. Plenty of time to warm up. Right? Perscapacious M, keeping it real. Claudio Baronico says hello to some folks there. MJ Daniel says trolls are busy finding out what DJT has fucked them along with the rest of the USA. Yeah, the ones, the American trolls, you know. I don't know how many of these trolls are actually Americans. So. I don't know. And by that, I'm saying that they're probably from Russia or some sort of a troll farm, you know, in Macedonia or who knows, you know. First capacious M trolls have to go somewhere to find facts. Yeah, so they come here to the Truckers Knowledge channel. Fancy, what's everyone eating? I'm hungry. I did not get tacos like I said I was going to. I ended up just cooking myself a cheeseburger right here in my own little apartment. It's pretty good. You know, cheeseburger. It's a cheeseburger. I had cheeseburger chips, no fries, and a Pepsi. It was very SNL of me. Chris, like, don't call me Shirley. Aaron West, where there lots of trolls earlier. I think the morning show we had some trolls, and our last show on Tuesday we had a lot of trolls. I think the picture of the graphic with the flag and saying present day is canceled and something, I think that really drew them, and the title was, you know, Trump and Musk, but we're just surviving them or whatever. That I think that really drew them in. We got quite a few trolls on that one. Tom Bias had tacos, so there you go. Good for you, Tom. Carolina says, fancy, been on Japanese kick learning how to, so I got leftovers. Yummy. Billy Kid 73 is here. Hey, Billy Kid, good to see you. Billy Kid says, chicken broth, I got hit with a virus. Ooh. Yeah, hopefully that chicken broth will help. Roxanne Anfield, we actually got 2-digit temperature today. Yay! You're out of the single digits. Time to shed those jackets and long underwear, and you know. First Capacious M says must be boring at Fox Nation. Hey, look at there's Janelle Manning. Hello there. I haven't seen you before. Thank you for stopping in to the driver's lounge here and hanging out with us. Welcome. I hope you'll like and subscribe and share and all that good stuff. Carolina TJ, you were loaded with trolls the other day. Yeah, that was on the Tuesday show that I was talking about. First Capacious M reminding everyone to hydrate. That's important. So I'm gonna do that. Look at me. All right. Alrighty there. Feel better already. Aaron West says lots of trolls on Tuesday. That was fun. Carolina chicken noodle soup and brat diet does wonders. Donald Leary says, Perez laughing out loud. I will be with my granddaughter for the weekend. Lots of energy, but they love you. They love, yeah. Grandchildren seem to really love the grandparents. Chris Doug says, I brought a fresh pineapple, a huge papaya, 6 limes, and fresh ginger today for a juice cleanse. $11.23 total at International Food Market. Healthy and cheap. Well, I hope that cleanses you. I hope it works. First Capacious M says, can't hurt. Quesadilla79 says, not boring, regretful, because Jesse is crying about his fired veteran friend. Oh, yeah. That was someone who brought that up. Somebody brought that up today. Was it Nicole Sandler, I think. Marsha says, Tom Bass, yes, but she can't eat or drink. Oh, with the cone on. Yeah, oh, your cat, yeah. She won't even use a litter box either, so it's on and off. When I sleep, the cone stays on my cat. Kids did 79, the 5, Jesse. Oh, Jesse complained the veteran friend got shit canned by DOGE. Good, let him. I hope more and more of those, whoever voted for Trump, all the maggots, I hope they really feel the pain of their decision. You know? Fancy says, I bought a deep freezer and I've been hoarding food. Shh, don't tell anyone. Your secret is safe with us. Hey, Klaatu Brado Nitko says that Trucker John, someone needs to ask Trump, you are so hell-bent on cutting waste of taxpayer money, so why did you spend over $800,000 taxpayer money to fly Air Force One over the Daytona 500? And I don't think it was 800,000. I think it was in the millions, right? Brooklyn 471 says, every time I see a Cybertruck, I think, God, that's ugly. It is pretty ugly. Carol Alana says, fancy, same here. Be prepared. I got lots of rice and dried beans. I have currently in my cupboards a lot of Progresso soups, which I think are pretty decent for being a canned soup. And Albertsons has been putting them on sale. The other day, they had them for $1 a can. So I bought like 5 cans. I would have bought more, but I think my cupboards are pretty well full, because they've been having them on sale for like two for $5, so that was $2.50 a can. And so every time I go shopping, I grab a couple cans, you know. And then the other day they had them in for $1 a can, so then I bought 5 more. So I got all kinds of soup. I have soup, lots of soup. Perspicacious M says Mango needs his cheering crowds. Billy Kid 73, 2.4 million, I believe, was the Daytona trip. Yeah, he spent on the Daytona, and then before or after Daytona. Well, they were talking about the Super Bowl. He spent, I think, was that $8 million for the Super Bowl or something? And you know, he just goes to all these things and spends all this money, and yet somehow he has to sick Musk on the CFPB, the Consumer, what was it, Consumer Finance Protection Board or whatever, something that actually does good for people, for the consumers, for the average consumers out there. That's got to go. But meanwhile, Trump can just fly Air Force One all over the place, you know, do these ridiculous things. Billy Kid 73, I just bought Progressive Tomato Basil today. Robert Perez says that they do. My son is in prison, so I'm taking over as dad. I'm 56 years old with PTSD, and it's real hard for me to handle my 4 grandkids fighting constantly. It's nerve-wracking for me. Thank God for weed. Yeah, hang in there, man. I don't envy you being at 56 years old and have to take care of these 4 little rugrats running around, you know. But you're a good grandpa, and you're taking care of them, so that's good to hear. Andy USA, no soup for you. Yeah. Bonnie says they factored in AF1 cost, Secret Service, FAA airspace restrictions, etc. Yeah, it came into the Air Force One. It came, millions and millions of dollars. He's just doing just so he can make these stupid appearances that mean nothing, and he gets booed at them all too. So. Bonnie says they factored. Oh yeah, I already read that. Tom Bias says Gary, he's a shitload more waste than that. With the consequences of all the fringes, with each dollar found is dollar spent. Billy Kidd says, but Obama golfed 8 times, I believe. First commissioners in some Navy beans in stock is a nice start. Claudio Barato Nico says, yep, weekend trip to Mar-a-Lago, about 3 million, went 100 times, 2016 to 2020. Yeah, if DOGE is looking for waste and abuse, at least maybe there's fraud there too. I'm sure he needn't look no further than the fucking White House. Ding! Oh, another $8 million for Elon Musk. By the way, $8 million a day in taxpayer money. You might want to look there too, Doge. Robert Prince, thanks everyone, but seriously, who can babysit them for me for a couple years? Not me. Gesundheit. I say to myself. The other day, I was driving Lyft. I had a couple passengers in the back, and I was just driving, and I all of a sudden I coughed. I just did a cough. It was just like or something. I don't know. I coughed, and I guess the lady in the back seat thought that I sneezed, and she said Gesundheit, and it took me a minute. Like when she said that, I was thinking, should I tell her that I didn't sneeze? Should I just say thank you, as if I had sneezed, or should I say I really didn't sneeze? I just coughed. And while I was thinking of that, then she said, because she says Gesundheit, and then she said, I don't know. I guess maybe some sort of German interpretation. It wasn't like God bless you, which we will say God bless you, but it was something like may good. I don't know, good things come to you or something. I don't know. It sounded like she was interpreting what Gesundheit meant. And then the person she was with started talking. So then the moment passed where I couldn't say, hey, I didn't sneeze, or I couldn't say thank you or whatever. So, but I just thought it was kind of funny. Like I coughed, and then she said Gesundheit. And I know it's because she thought that I sneezed. And, so, that just, I had a flashback. I just had a flashback. That's all. Robert Perez is going to go donate some plasma. All right. Well, hey, have fun with that. Robert, thanks for being here, and I hope you get through it. The kids and the plasma, the whole thing. Roxanne says, bless you. Thank you, Roxanne. Andy says, where do you live, Robert? I guess Andy wants to maybe volunteer to babysit. Carolina says, you notice how all these dumpster interviews, now Elon is next to him. I know. What's the deal with that? What the fuck, man? You know what? Elon, you know where your ass should be? It should be in Congress and under a hearing. That's where your fucking ass should be. And you should be answering questions under oath, under congressional oath, as to what you're doing, what you've got, what you've found, how you're securing this information, all that. You should be under investigation, or you should be under a hearing. That's where your fucking ass should be, Elon Musk, not next to fucking Trump all the time. Tom Bias, Gesundheit is just German. I know. I think that's what I said. I think she was giving me, or was saying, the German interpretation. Person, I would just say thank you. Well, it all happened so fast. Like I coughed. She said Gesundheit. I kind of let out a little laugh or something, and then she said whatever the interpretation was, and then the guy next to her started talking, and I didn't want to just interrupt him, so then I just let it go. But it all happened like within that fast. Okay, so Brooklyn says, why not say God bless you for a cough? Because that is not our way. That is not our tradition here in America. We do not say Gesundheit for anything but a sneeze. It's only for the sneeze. It's not for coughing. It's not for choking. It's not for I don't know what else do we do. It's not for burping. It's only for sneezing. That is our tradition. That is our way. Wish you good health. That might be it. C7557. That might have been what she said. Thank you, C7557. Cell block, instead whatever cell block you're from. Thank you. I appreciate that. I think that's what she may have said. Brooklyn. Oh wait. I already read that one. Andy USA in jail. I don't know what that's about. Fancy agrees with Cleo. Where's Cleo? Did I skip Cleo? Do I not even see? I don't even see Cleo. I am on all messages. Oh, Cleo is Andy. Okay, that's right. Duh. So what were you agreeing about? I don't know. Sometimes, I can't keep up with the threads here. Anyhow. I'm just skipping down because I'm totally lost the thread of all these conversations. So. Mush should be in jail. I guess that's what we're talking about. Okay. Sarah Nelson, is Sarah come lately? Hey, Sarah, good to see you. Thanks for coming on in. Hey, it's better late than never. Okay, better late than never. I always say. Chris Doug is 47% Deutschlander, which apparently is German. Marcia says, Trucker John in the driver's lounge. I'm so thankful for everyone's support this week. Well, we're glad to do that. Brooklyn says farting. I would definitely not say gesundheit for farting. Like I said, it's only for sneezing. Farting is like crack a window, bro, or something. I don't know. That's what you say for farting. Bonnie says Alonia's little human shield told Trump he wasn't the president because he got that from his dad. Yeah, I believe that. Hey, Bonnie, by the way, hello, good to see Bonnie. Aaron West says my boyfriend says bless you when I burp. Yeah, I guess you can say bless you, but not gesundheit. Not gesundheit. Yeah, Cleo's Andy. Yeah, I know. I was a little slow on the uptake there, Fancy. First capacious M, this land is your land, this land is my land. And it is not our way. It is not our way to say gesundheit to anything other than sneezing. Fancy says, any news on the taxi job? Oh, well, I guess I got to retell that story from this morning show. Basically, just that yesterday I did my safety training course, and we took a test. When we all passed the test, that was in there. It was like 11 new hires in there that had to take the test. The 7 current employees that were there, they only had to be there to watch the film and the presentation of all the new rules that have been in place since the last time they saw that. So they saw that, then they left, and then the 11 of us that are new hires, then we had to take a test. We all passed. So next step is getting a. So here's some new news, I guess, from the morning show. I tried to contact the number they gave me to set up my appointment for my DOT physical, and apparently they're closed today for some reason. I called them, I emailed them, I went on the website, I called their phone number, I left a voicemail, and according to the website, it said they were closed today. Why are they fucking closed today on Thursday? I'm thinking, was there a holiday today? What's going on? So anyhow, that is news that I couldn't get my appointment because they're fucking closed. Carolina says if anyone gets deported, it should be Muskrat. Yeah, that's for sure. I agree with that. Chris Deck says farting response is another country heard from. Sarah Nelson, I was going to take a day off politics, but it's a little addicting, even if it does piss me off. And here on the old Trucker John show, we don't always talk about, we talk about politics, but sometimes we talk about what you should say after someone farts. You know, the important stuff. Floyd Price says 61, Iowa 11 degrees. Hello, Floyd Price. By the way, good to see you. Thanks for hanging out with us. We're just hanging out for a few more minutes until Hal Sparks comes on, and then hopefully we can do a big Trucker John convoy raid. That'd be nice, huh? Over to Hal. Kimchi, I was napping. Hi, Kimchi. There she is. I hope you're feeling better. I know you've been going through some tough times with everything. So napping was probably the best thing for you. I hope you feel better a little bit. Because Cabby John is no hack. Carolina, we always called farts Colorado barking spiders. Well, I always called them to my kids just barking spiders. But Tom Bias for farting say, "Oh, I must have stepped on a duck." Well, somebody stepped on a duck. Boy. Yeah, I'll tell you, somebody stepped on a duck. But President Day's week. Yeah, they took the whole week off. Amber D, hi, it's all 10 degrees outside. I'm eating ice cream. Now I want ice cream. First Capacious M, they assigned you the doc for the physical and they are closed. Yeah, that's what happened. I was just as perplexed as you are. Floyd Price, anytime is a good time for ice cream. I agree with that. Wholeheartedly. Now I'm going to have to get me some ice cream. Carolina, yes, we have erudite covers. First Capacious M, help me. Erudite. I know that word, but I just can't say it. Erudite conversations. Carol, why'd you give me that word? Erudite? Floyd Points, yeah, we love some Hal. Yes, coming up, it's 4 o'clock, so we're going to go on Hal Sparks' watch. And when he comes on, in a few minutes here, let's all do a Trucker John convoy raid. And maybe Aaron will put the link in the chat. And at some point, we'll all jump over there. First Capacious M says, now barking spiders is Minnesota. Well, you know what? My dad is from Minnesota. And all of his family. And I think I did get the barking spider thing from one of my cousins, I believe, or an uncle or something, that was from Minnesota. And then they eventually moved out to California. So I could definitely relate to that. When you say barking spiders is Minnesota, even though I'm born and raised in California, lived my whole life in California, I believe I got that from a family member from Minnesota. Just like Rodney Kelly, yeah. When you step on a duck. Fancy says it's 70 in LA, and we are sitting right at 68 degrees now here. We got to 69. I don't think we hit 70 today, but it's supposed to be, I think we're supposed to hit 80 next Tuesday, according to the Weather Channel, 7-day forecast thing. Crazy, right? 80 degrees in February. Global warming is fake, though. First Capacious M, I got a story. Bonnie says 51 in Northwest, part of 11th province. Marsha, for sure, Trucker John on the convoy raid. For sure, good buddies. For sure. Tom Bias, 21 in West Virginia. Chris Doug, my cousin from Larkspur, California, would ask, who floated an air biscuit? When gas was passed, my sister and I from East Coast laughed hysterically. An air biscuit. Wow. I've never heard that one before either. Erica Cubs is here. Hey, Erica says 21 degrees in Chicago. Heat wave. Yeah, you guys like I was saying earlier, time to shed the long johns and the extra coats because it's warming up. Aaron West 28 in Raleigh, North Carolina. Burr. Carolina, we're going to be a toasty 8 degrees Fahrenheit. Ovi Ivo, no sleep till Brooklyn. That's right. Fancy says, I feel guilty for having the air conditioning on now. No way. You've got your AC on in Santa Monica? Or I shouldn't. I don't mean to dox you. I don't even know where you live. But you're not getting that cool ocean breeze? You got to have the AC on? Oh, man. Brooklyn says, Fancy, how dare you? In L.A., yeah. Well, you know, the other day, I haven't had my AC on or anything since last, I don't know, September or something. But the other day, I was walking by, you know, one of the other units, and you can tell when I don't think the heater was on. I think it was the AC that was on. I don't know. How would I know the difference? Because these units are both AC and heating, so maybe. But I just thought it was too warm for it to be a heater. Because yeah, it was one of those days when it was like 70 degrees. I'm like, wow, somebody's got the AC on already. I got all judgmental. I totally got judgmental. You know, it was 70 degrees, and then I'm like, wow, let's crack a window or something. Get that cross breeze. Whatever. Carol says, I was born in Santa Monica. There you go. In Jadana, we have a fire going because it's cold where you're at. Yeah, on purpose. Yeah, Brooklyn. Yeah, I'm assuming a fire in the fireplace. Yeah, hopefully. Over Ivo there in the Pentagon getting generals kicked out. It's full dictatorship. I was gonna title today's show Trump, the dictator in charge. I probably should have. Because that's what it's all about now. Full-blown dictatorship. You know, Hitler did it in 58 days. Trump's trying to break the record, I think. And that's not something, you know, that I don't mean to be glib. I'm hoping there's some safeguards in place. I'm hoping that there's, you know, people that will step up and stop this. And we're going to have to all do it, too. One way or the other. We're going to have to go to the streets. We're going to have to do a national strike, shutdown strike. And I'm not saying do anything violent. Just shut down, don't work, don't buy anything. We're going to have to do that. And there's some days coming up. I'll talk about it on future shows. There are some days coming up here. People are trying to get these general strikes going, and we need to all participate. Don't buy anything. Don't go to work. Don't go to school. Don't go anywhere, man. Just shut it down. Just shut this shit show down. That's what we need to do. So anyhow, it's 4:06. Let me go on a quick Hal Sparks watch. See if I can find Hal anywhere. Whoops. I just hit the microphone. I hope that didn't make a loud noise. If anyone's listening on earbuds or headphones, that might have been loud. Didn't mean to do that. I'm trying to find Hal. Is Hal all the way at the bottom now? Let's see. Where the hell? Oh, there he is. So no Hal yet. Oh wait. Oh, he is on now. Okay. So, guys. If you guys are going to go over to Hal Sparks, could you do me a favor? Do me a solid and just say this is Trucker John Raid, Trucker John Convoy Raid, or something like that. That would be greatly appreciated if you could do that. And when you go over there, Hal's got his little music playing. Yeah, Hal on. I'm going to put the link in here real quick. Oh, Is that how's life? Well, thank you, Aaron. Aaron's got the link there. So if you guys want to jump over at any time, and then just go in the chat and say, "Hey, Trucker John Convoy Raid." Last time you guys did it, Andrea said thank you. How do you like them? So because of you guys, we got a little notice there from Andrea. So maybe we can do that again. Go over there, Trucker John Raid. And I'm going to go ahead and do the thing. You know, the thing where I do the thing? You know the thing that I do? I'm going to go ahead and do that thing about right now.
Well, it's time to say goodbye. The show has come to an end. Don't be sad, no, don't you cry. We're all gonna come back and meet again. We'll have some fun times, hopefully nothing too bad. We might talk about war crimes. Talk about Baghdad, I doubt we'll talk about door chimes. But if we did, I'd be only too glad. So hasta la vista, baby. The show is over, but could I ask you maybe to take a shower? No, that's not what I meant, but I couldn't think of anything to rhyme with over. Now my whole rhyming scheme is all screwed up. Oh shit, I should have stuck to truck driving, who I try to kill. I could handle a skid, but doing this live stream, baby, has been a real kick. So I hope to see y'all again right here on the Trucker John live stream. We're gonna do it again and again, right here in the Trucker John live stream. Yeah, the Trucker John live stream. We're gonna come back and do it all again. No, this ain't no dream. This is where we win. Right here on the Trucker John live stream. No, this time to say goodbye. The show is coming in. Don't be sad, no, don't you cry. We're all gonna come back and meet again. Trucker John, on the road he rides, live streaming all through the nights. From politics to pop culture he speaks. No topic is off limits, nothing is weak. From Vegas to the highways, he'll never tire shouting about food, talking about desire. He's the rebel of the asphalt, the king of the night. With a microphone in his hand, he's ready to ignite. Freedom is his fuel, passion in his soul. Gotta express himself, gotta take control. Moving through the country, keeping it real, no filter, no holding back, nothing to conceal. Rolling down the highway in my rusty old rig. I'm a retired trucker, but my spirit's still big. Living in Vegas, where the lights never sleep. Broadcasting my thoughts for the world to keep. From politics to pop culture, I've got it all. Sharing my views, no matter how big or small. Talking about food, the movies and bugs. Shining a light on all the social issues. No shows, I've driven through the desert, seen the city so bright. But now I'm living in a different kind of fight. From my apartment in Las Vegas, I hold the key, exploring the world through my live stream.